The Austro-Hungarian Empire. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, often referred to as the dual monarchy, was a multi-ethnic and multilinguistic superstate in Central and Eastern Europe. Its complex history is marked by diverse cultures, social unrest, and geopolitical shifts, making it one of the most fascinating empires of modern European history. This article delves into the empire's origins, expansion, internal challenges, and eventual collapse. 1. Origins of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Habsburg monarchy. The roots of the Austro-Hungarian Empire lie in the powerful Habsburg monarchy, which had controlled vast territories in Europe since the late Middle Ages. By the 16th century, the Habsburgs were one of Europe's most influential royal families, holding the title of Holy Roman Emperor. The core Habsburg lands, Austria, Bohemia, and Hungary, became the foundation of the empire. A. Habsburg ascendancy, 16th–18th century. 1500s, 1700s. The Habsburgs consolidated their influence through strategic marriages, military victories, and diplomatic maneuvering. The Austrian Habsburgs fought in numerous conflicts, including wars with the Ottoman Empire, France, and Prussia. By the 18th century, the monarchy held territories not only in Central Europe, but also parts of Italy and the Balkans. One significant milestone was the War of the Austrian Succession, 1740–1748, where Maria Theresa, the only female ruler of the Habsburg dominions, fought off several European powers to maintain her family's dominion over Austria. Under Maria Theresa and her son Joseph II, the Habsburg lands underwent modernization through centralized reforms, economic improvements, and military strengthening. 2. The formation of the dual monarchy, 1867. The modern Austro-Hungarian Empire emerged from a critical turning point in Habsburg history, the Austro-Hungarian Compromise of 1867. Several factors led to the transformation from a singular empire to a dual monarchy. A. The decline of Habsburg power. Napoleonic Wars, 1803–1815. After the dissolution of the Holy Roman Empire in 1806 by Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor Francis II renamed his realm the Austrian Empire, symbolizing a shift away from the Holy Roman framework. 1848 Revolutions. A series of revolutionary movements swept across Europe in 1848, driven by demands for national self-determination, civil liberties, and constitutional reforms. In the Austrian Empire, uprisings among Hungarians, Czechs, Italians, and other ethnic groups exposed the monarchy's vulnerability. B. The Austro-Prussian War, 1866. The Habsburg defeat in the Austro-Prussian War, also known as the 7 Weeks' War, in 1866, was a major blow to the monarchy. Prussia, led by Otto von Bismarck, sought dominance over the German-speaking states, leading to Austria's exclusion from the German Confederation and its diminishing influence in German affairs. This defeat signaled the need for a political restructuring within the empire to prevent further collapse. C. Hungarian nationalism. Since 1848, the Hungarian elite had pushed for greater autonomy from Vienna. After the Austro-Prussian War, the Habsburgs faced increasing pressure to placate their restless Hungarian subjects. The result was the Austro-Hungarian Compromise of 1867. This agreement created a dual monarchy, where Austria and Hungary became two separate states under the rule of Emperor Franz Joseph VI. The empire was now officially known as Austria-Hungary, with Vienna as the capital of the Austrian half and Budapest as the capital of Hungary. Each state had its own parliament and government, but they shared a common foreign policy, military, and financial system. This compromise was a pragmatic solution to Hungarian demands for autonomy, but it left other ethnic groups, such as the Czechs, Slovaks, Croats, and Serbs, dissatisfied. 3. Structure and challenges of the dual monarchy. Austria-Hungary was a patchwork of ethnic groups, each with its own language, culture, and political aspirations. Its structure was both a strength and a weakness. A. The two political systems. Austria, Cisleithania. Governed by a parliamentary system in Vienna, Austria consisted of German-speaking Austrians, Czechs, Poles, and various South Slavic groups. Hungary, Transleithania. Governed from Budapest, Hungary included Magyars, Slovaks, Romanians, Serbs, and Croats. Both halves of the empire operated separately in most domestic affairs, but the imperial government handled foreign relations, defense, and finances. B. Ethnic tensions. The Czechs and Slavs in the Austrian half, along with Romanians and Croats in Hungary, resented the dominance of Germans and Magyars, Hungarians, in their respective halves of the empire. These groups sought greater autonomy or independence, leading to frequent unrest. The Slavic question became a central issue in the late 19th century, as Serbs and Croats in particular, influenced by rising Serbian nationalism, agitated for independence from the empire. C. Economic growth and modernization. Despite these challenges, Austria-Hungary experienced significant economic growth during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Industrialization took hold, especially in regions like Bohemia and Austria. Railways, infrastructure, and urbanization expanded, making the empire a more modernized state. However, economic disparities between different regions and ethnic groups intensified internal divisions. Vienna, Budapest, and Prague flourished, but rural areas remained impoverished, and land reforms were slow to materialize. 4. Austria-Hungary in the age of imperialism. Austria-Hungary played an increasingly active role in European and global politics during the late 19th century. A. Alliance system. In 1879, Austria-Hungary formed the dual alliance with Germany, a defensive pact aimed at countering Russian influence. In 1882, Italy joined, forming the Triple Alliance, creating a bloc against the perceived threat from France and Russia. B. Expansion in the Balkans. The Balkans was a region of significant strategic importance to Austria-Hungary, particularly as the Ottoman Empire weakened. In 1908, Austria-Hungary formally annexed Bosnia and Herzegovina, which had been under its administration since the Congress of Berlin, 1878. This act inflamed Serbian nationalism and heightened tensions between Austria-Hungary and Serbia, sowing the seeds for future conflict. 5. The Empire's collapse and World War I, 1914-1918. Austria-Hungary's ultimate fate was sealed by the outbreak of World War I. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Habsburg throne, in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914, by a Bosnian Serb nationalist, ignited a chain of events that led to the global conflict. A. The outbreak of war. Austria-Hungary, with support from Germany, issued an ultimatum to Serbia, accusing it of being complicit in the assassination. Serbia's partial refusal of the ultimatum led Austria-Hungary to declare war on Serbia on July 28, 1914. This conflict soon escalated as Russia, France, and Britain became involved, pitting the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria, against the Allied powers, France, Russia, Britain, and later Italy and the United States. B. Military struggles and national disintegration. Austria-Hungary struggled to fight on multiple fronts, against Russia, Serbia, and later Italy. The empire's multi-ethnic army was poorly coordinated, and morale among troops from oppressed nationalities, such as Czechs and South Slavs, was low. By 1916, the empire was severely weakened, and Emperor Franz Joseph III, who had ruled since 1848, died. His successor, Charles III, attempted peace negotiations but failed to withdraw Austria-Hungary from the war. C. Collapse of the empire. By 1918, Austria-Hungary was crumbling. Ethnic groups within the empire declared independence, and social unrest spread. The Treaty of Versailles and other post-war settlements dismantled Austria-Hungary into several independent nations, including Austria, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and others. The Habsburg monarchy, once one of Europe's most powerful dynasties, was dissolved, and Charles I went into exile. 6. Legacy of Austria-Hungary. The Austro-Hungarian Empire's legacy is complex. It was a dynamic cultural and intellectual center, home to figures like Sigmund Freud, Franz Kafka, and Gustav Mahler. Its multi-ethnic structure was both a strength and a source of deep internal tension. While the empire fostered a unique fusion of cultures, its failure to resolve nationalist aspirations ultimately led to its demise. Today, the former territories of Austria-Hungary are spread across several Central and Eastern European nations, each shaped by the empire's long history. The memory of the dual monarchy lingers in the region, as historians continue to debate whether the empire could have been reformed or if its collapse was inevitable. In sum, the Austro-Hungarian Empire's story is one of ambition, complexity, and fragility, a reflection of the shifting sands of European power dynamics in the modern era.
For watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Delving into the Deep for regular updates.